All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of Royalty. I am the host, as you know, Derek F, aka Big D. Wow. And I have a special guest here, okay? If you guys don't know, I have Bret from Survivor, not just Survivor 33, but also Amazing Race 31.
That's right.
Like, this is just great because I feel like I'm going to really pick your brain. I'm going to try not to get off topic, but Bret, thank you so much for coming. Welcome to the Royalty Show. So happy to have you here, and also someone who else is a part of my community, or not my community, we share the community, but right. I just want him to know I am the daddy bear and he is not. So
here we go.
Thank you for coming on the show. Introduce yourself.
I don't know. What do you want me to say? I'm Bret. I was on Survivor season 33, Amazing Race season 31. It was great. I mean, you've worked with CVS. You know what it's all about. So.
Yes. Where have you been hiding? That's the question, because I feel like I really have digged you up. I know people are like, where the hell did Bret just come from?
Yeah, I was kind of into it. I was doing the whole scene with all the reality stuff, and it just kind of, as you know, takes its toll after a while. And I realized I need to get back to work and into my life, and then I started seeing somebody, so I've been kind of serious with that, and so it just kind of, I got out of the limelight. I still hit some of the parties and stuff like that, but I haven't done like Give Kids the World, which I love, with my buddy Omar. I haven't done that in a while, but who knows what's coming down the pike. So
yeah, I know. I'm hoping they get it together, because I know there was some stuff, but I don't know all the details with it.
There's some drama there. There is some drama there.
I know there's some drama there, but I will tell you this: if not, you need to get your ass to a Bryce window event, because that's where the lit party is. Okay, and I would love to see you.
I did hit. I hit the one in New York, but I was on crutches because I had knee surgery last year. So it was for the finale for season.
Okay.
I don't know, what are we, season 46? So it'll be season 45.
Yes, season 45.
I went to that finale show of Bryce and Wendell, and they are crazy, and they do throw a hell of a time. So it was fun,
Or I hope to see you soon. I am
good guys, too. I miss those guys.
Yes. Oh, my God. I'm going to the one in Pittsburgh soon, and I'm going to Chicago for the first time. But maybe you can come to the one in New York for the finale again, so we can hang out before our special trip in July that we will be hanging out with.
Yes.
No, I cannot wait. Hopefully you can handle it, because I turn up. So get ready. I am a fool, okay? But getting into tonight's episode, of course, I appreciate you coming to recap with me. We're on episode 4 of season 46. This episode was called Don't Touch the Oven. Let me first ask you, what is your thoughts so far on this season before we get into tonight's episode? How do you feel like watching back? Like, your experience was definitely different than what it is now. But what's your thoughts? I would love to just pick your brain a little bit.
I mean, I guess it's just not as fun. Look at this. There's some great characters on this. There's some great scenes. There's been some great stuff, but there's a lot of crying. They're only out there for 29 days now, which is like, that's nothing. I mean, that's camping, You just start to get crazy at 30 days. That's when you start to really go nuts and start to say stuff that you wouldn't think you'd say, And so I really think that them shorten it is really taken away. And if you are a fan of Survivor, serious fan of Survivor, then you've definitely watched Australian Survivor. And Australian Survivor is like 45, 46 days, and Australians go crazy over Survivor. I learned that when I went there in 2017. They go crazy for American Survivor, and they go crazy for Australian Survivor. And the thing about Australian Survivor is they do 3 episodes a week. So you get 3 hours, and you get so much more camp time.
Oh, my God, that's like Big Brother. They're basically doing Big Brother over there.
Yes, that's exactly it. And if you watch Australian Survivor, it's so good. And it reminds me of old Survivor.
Okay. Even
before my season. And I just love it. And I think that it's this season I'm watching now, which has already ended, so I don't need... I can't like Google it and look it up because I'll get spoiled. But it's really good, and it's really it's just so much better when you get more camp life and less crying. I mean, my God.
Listen, this is going to be my favorite episode, also because of the fact that you have the Boston accent. Is it Boston, I'm guessing?
Listen, the country started in Boston, Big D. I don't have an accent. You do. All right, I
No.
talk the way you're supposed to.
No, I love it. Started in Australia. It started. I love it. But I will say this: I do see a lot of fans talking about Australia Survivor, and I'm always like, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie, I had to like mute it because I was like, oh my god, like there's so many people on Twitter talking about it. But I heard it's really good, and I've seen clips on TikTok. So if you guys are not watching Australia Survivor, I definitely would check it out because you said there were 45 days. How long was your season? It was probably about the same, right?
Well, no, we went just about. We went 39 days. We were back when it was 39 days.
Okay,
and that's a long time, and you really do start to lose your mind. And I can't imagine what 46 is. That's another week, So you're looking at those. That's a tough crowd. I feel like they start. I don't have to count them, but I feel like they start with more people too. It's Australian Survivor is really well done.
Yeah,
it takes you about 5 minutes to get past the fact that it's not Jeff Probst. Once you get used to the guy, and I can't think of his name.
Okay, well, we going to have to check it out. But in the meantime, we're stuck with America's Survivor over here for 29 days.
Yeah, why are they doing 29 days? I don't know. I just don't like it.
Something must have happened. You know they do psych tests, and something might have happened that made them cause it to say we got to cut this down to 29 days. And there's laws, and everyone's very I hate to say this. Of course, I care about people's health, but also everyone's a little sensitive nowadays. So it's really, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, too sensitive. I will say, I think it's because of COVID, and that makes sense. That makes sense. But now COVID's over. It's time to get it up there again because I think you miss a lot of drama. You miss a lot of good stuff.
Agree.
So.
Agree.
I'm worried about Survivor. I'm worried about the
longevity?
Yeah, I don't know about it.
I think you guys will be fine. And here's my thoughts on everything. I've had this conversation. I feel like Survivor still needs to go to Survivor season 50. Then, I don't know after that. I said the same thing about Big Brother. Big Brother needs to go to season 50. I think these shows need to get to their 50th season. And then, I don't want to say it, but I mean... cut it, it's a chop, and maybe do something different. But I just think that's just what it is. Give it a few years to kind of sit down. But we have a long time from now. We're only, I'm sorry, Survivor's at 46. So I'm sorry, that time is coming up. Seasons. So I don't know.
I think 50 might be it for it. I do. I think that might be it.
It would be a good way to end it.
It's too bad because it was a great show. I did love it. I still love it. It's a great show. So.
Well, I'm gonna hope for more because I was late to Survivor. I had to rewatch your season plus everybody else's season after Big Brother because I was like, I got to get into this. But to get into tonight's episode, because I'm not going to hold this all night. Okay, we start out with tonight's episode. Started with Nami's tribe, the Purple Tribe. Now, Brent, let me tell you something. I might say everybody's name wrong. Get ready. You can correct me. I call everything what it is supposed to be, but this is my version of Survivor.
I keep my little notes too. I have the same problem.
Good.
I
Okay.
should be in good shape tonight. So
good. Okay. Perfect. So we start off with Banu. He tells Q and Tiffany that he was snitching on Banu. Did I say that right?
No,
okay,
Banu.
Banu.
You did good. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Or I could say it with the Boston. I love the accent.
I think he lives in Boston too, oddly enough.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're gonna get into him a little later, but we start off with Banu talking about Q and Tiffany snitching on them to the other tribes, talking about how Kenzie was the mastermind and how Tiffany and Q were working together. Okay. Then the tribes all get a note saying there's going to be a challenge where they have to be jumping. It's going to be a food winning, jumping challenge. I think this is like, as they call it, one of the classics games that they play. Then we get to Nami tribe. Venus, I just want to point this out because I found it so funny. Venus looked like fucking Cinderella. Okay,
she's beautiful.
She's beautiful, but she was up there sweeping like. While they're all sitting there relaxing, she looks like the Cinderella. Like, I worry about
the wicked
Venus.
Stepsisters are in the corner talking about her, and she's sweeping up the thing. No, yes. I totally see what you're getting at. Yeah, but she's not helping herself. But I kind of like her, and I have a weird feeling she's gonna go far.
I do too. I like her too. At first, I was a little worried, but now I fell in love with her because the way that she talked in the green screen won me over. Okay. Yeah. Then we get to Sigga. Sigga talks about, Jamila decides to plant the Beware bandage back and try to pull a prank on everybody, and she wants to sit back and watch it. Maria finds it, and the rest of the tribe, now they're all digging for this. They're like, oh my God, we found this. And Maria's like, I have to do it. It's my destiny. But now they're sitting here playing with fucking ants.
Yeah, I know. I actually love that scene. But yeah, it was.
You did? You liked
it? I loved it. I thought it was hysterical. And I mean, I love it for so many reasons. Like later on, they're like, we shouldn't have to dig this far. So they kind of figure out that they've been played. But I thought I never thought, like, you understand when people hide fake idols, but I'm like, how do you hide a fake advantage? Well, you just put the paper there and you don't have anything to go with it. It was kind of funny. I kind of enjoyed it,
It definitely showed me that Jamila is here to play, and also like she doesn't like she's just like, I'm gonna do whatever to entertain, but also like I don't really care. I'm gonna get somebody else to do the dirty work. So we cut to all the tribes coming together. It is the challenge. Jeff, his normal line, "Come on in," like he likes to do, because he's another one. I've had a feud with Jeff. I have a love-hate relationship with Jeff, by the way. So I love Jeff. He's been doing pretty well this season, actually, but maybe because we haven't got to the merge, because my thing is that Jeff is always messy when it comes to tribes. Mm-hmm. And I don't like how messy he is. And that's where my love and hate comes for him. But
a lot of people have love and hate with Jeff, so you wouldn't be the first person.
What's your relationship with Jeff?
I get along great with Jeff. I like Jeff. I mean, and Jeff is made to annoy you. Like that's the whole thing. Like people have such an opinion on Jeff. Survivor fans, they love him, they hate him, they can't stand him. But it's a love hate. It's like your uncle. It's like that uncle that drives you crazy at Thanksgiving dinner. Like it's like he'll say things and you're like, oh, it's cringe. What he's saying? Stop it. Stop how So and it's the same thing when you're out there. Like you're sitting there, you're playing your heart out, and he's in the background, critiquing you and doing everything, and you just want to stop and go, shut the hell up, Jeff. But it's a love hate. Jeff's a good guy. Obviously I've spent a lot of time with him. But he does what he has to do to keep the show moving and to get opinions going.
I agree. He's a great narrative, because I can't imagine. I can get it. At Tribe, everyone's probably quiet. But let me not get off the topic because we're going to get to that. Yep. So we get to the challenge. I'm just going to sum it up real quick. They have to pedal a boat in the ocean to get the key, and then grab the 4 rings, out the pole. They have to basically toss the poles up, okay? Yeah. Toss the rings up off the pole like a stripper. Yeah. And then they have to dig, if I'm correct, for another 4 rings, or no? No, they didn't have to dig for another 4 rings. They just had to take the rings that they threw off and then put it back onto another pole, okay?
Right.
The first prize gets a big fish or big fishes. Second prize gets small
they got like
fishes.
5 or 6 fish with a smoker or some sort of a cooker thing,
Yes. Who had to sit out from Sigga was Ben and Mariah, and then who had to sit out from the Orange Tribe, Nami, was Venus. So Yanyu ends up winning this challenge, okay? I thought it was... You know me, I was ecstatic. I just love that they won something finally, because I think that was going to help their team morale. And then Nami, of course, gets second, which they're just killing it. But can I be honest?
Sure. Go right ahead. Be honest.
Hunter is Nami. I don't know what the rest of them can do yet. Because Hunter is as I would call it, because I always gotta shout out my daddy, Jonathan Young. Mm-hmm. He is Jonathan Young. They're basically the same person when it comes to these like killing challenges. It's insane.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I mean, Hunter is, and if I was Hunter, and again, I feel like, well, I haven't really said this, so I shouldn't say again, but I feel like we're getting a lot of people that don't really. Well, Hunter does know the show, but obviously he doesn't understand the show, because I don't think he should be showing this much, athleticism and knowledge for the game so early, because I think when we get to the merge, and again, it's only 29 days, but if I'm on Nami, I'm gunning for him shortly before a merge. I don't want him getting to the merge because he could crush every. He's crushing every challenge,
Yeah.
and I don't. When we move from a team effort to a single person effort, when you're playing versus each other, you don't want him anywhere near there. So if I'm not Nami, I'm like, all right, this is great. Okay, we're getting close to a merge. It's time to get rid of Hunter because we don't want to bring him with us. We don't want him anywhere near us, because you're not going to beat him.
No,
he's going to
of course.
crush, individual immunities also. He's brilliant and he's athletic,
I agree with that. Do you think that they're going to keep, but here's the thing, do you think they're going to keep him because of the fact that, think about it, he got Soda, he got Tevin, which we'll get into a little, which we can get into now. Soda and Tevin, they're all like, they're all working with him. The only person that really wants to go after him is Venus. That's the only person. But everybody else is kind of like, we love having him here because he's doing all the work. So I don't know if I would want to keep him I would want to keep him to the merge, but I would make sure that anybody else can take him out. You get what I mean? So if he was my number one, I would want to just take him to the merge, and then we could get him out at the merge some type of way.
The problem is if you can't, and I agree with you. It would be good to keep him until he's, until you get to the merge, right? It helps you get to the merge. The problem is I'm terrified of him getting to the merge, watching him. Like, if I'm playing again, I'm terrified because I'm afraid he's going to do a run on the immunities and get to the final tribal, So that's all. But he's great to watch. I absolutely love watching him. I mean,
of course he's great. Yeah. Of course he's great to watch. He's good to look at too.
Yeah. So he's fantastic. So I would,
Chris.
Nah, he's not here.
Chris, don't make me call Chris because I see you say he's good to watch.
Don't tell him. No, but I think Hunter's really really good character. I really enjoy him, but I think he'll go very far if he makes the merge.
I agree with that. So we get to Nami. First of all, Yanyu wins. They end up trading their fish in for shelter and gear that they didn't have before,
move,
which was a very, very smart move. Nami gets their 5 fishes. And Liz is very excited because Liz is allergic to everything. Liz is allergic to the sand. She's allergic to the trees. She's allergic to the bamboo. She's allergic to everything. She's allergic to the immunity idol at this point. She can't touch or eat anything, but she can have protein. Okay, so she's excited to finally eat. In this moment, the reason why I wrote this down was just to kind of take a moment. I want to shout out Tevin because of the fact that I know what it's like to, I lost my dad, suddenly, not expecting it, and I was off at college, and it is the most difficult thing when you don't think your parents are going to go at any second, and you're so busy with your life and you're used to talking to them, and then they just like that without even knowing, like not even waiting for a phone call, don't get it. And I know what that feels like. So for him to take that moment to himself and say, I'm going to do the fish. I would love to do it. I haven't did it in 3 years. I thought that was beautiful. If that was his decision, great. If production was involved, great. I think that was beautiful. So, shout out to everyone that probably related to that moment, has lost a parent so suddenly. I know that's tough, but I'm glad Tevin did that. Okay.
I like that scene also. Did? I sadly just lost my mother on January 4th.
I'm
suddenly.
so sorry.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
So I really resonated with that moment. I thought it was a really beautiful moment, and I love that he was just so sincere about it, so to the point, and he wasn't really like, he didn't really tear up, get up, like start crying or anything, but it was a really tender moment. It was really beautiful. I really liked it, and I really liked Tevin. I think I liked that side of him, but I was also liking him before. I liked that he's going after Soda. He sees what dangerous she is, and he kind of, even though he's her. They're kind of number ones together. They're kind of like right there, but he's like, this is not going to work.
But they're both the same type of. I'm not going to lie. They're both the same type of player. Yeah. And I feel like production put them on the same tribe because they were like, either they're going to get along or they're going to crash, and one of them are going to go after each other right away. Because I'm not going to lie, if there was another Big D in the house with me, baby, I would have been on that ass day one, because I would have been like, you're too much of playing the game like me. That's why I kind of felt like, shout out to Claire, who was on my season. Claire was also someone I felt like me and her played the same type of game, because we were constantly like losing and constantly like being thrown on the block and everything. But yes, that is right, because Tevin does have a conversation, just to kind of cut to what you were talking about, with Hunter about taking out Soda. And Hunter's like, psh, yeah, I've been waiting for you to like,
he played that cool, though. He played that cool. And I really like that relationship between him and Tevin. And I just really loved that scene, Tevin. It was, and of course I could, just because I'm sensitive right now and everything, but I did think it was really nice. It was a really nice scene, and I loved the relationship between those two, Tevin and Hunter. I really do. And Hunter, he played it cool. He was like, oh yeah, but he definitely wants Soda out too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Hunter's over that fucking singing shit. He like, we're not gonna keep on sister acting. He's like, fuck, get me the fuck out of here. Like, I've seen that scene of him just sitting on the ground like this.
Yeah.
He's hating it. But let me tell you something. I got to give Hunter his kudos, because he hasn't once cracked. Like, he hasn't cracked underneath the pressure of feeling like I can't, like I'm about to freak out. Like, he's kind of like, I'm just going to close my ears. And he's serious. He can't stand this camping song shit. Like, it's too much for him.
Yeah, no, I know. And I don't blame him. That would, I mean, look, at a little bit of it is fun, because it does get long and you get bored there and everything. But yeah, if it was happening all the time, that would kind of drive me crazy too.
Oh yeah, he would have lost his mind in the Big Brother house with my cast. We made a whole damn album. We had the whole entire cast singing songs. We made a whole damn album. I want to get to Nami Tribe, Purple Tribe. Q has a conversation with Banu. Did I say that right? Banu? I did. I feel like I said it right. Okay, Banu about coaching him. Banu.
Like a goat. Banu. Like you just bought a new car. Banu. There you go. You got it, Big D.
Look at that. After 4 episodes, Bret has finally taught me how to say it, which I'm still probably going to mess it up, but I'm going to try. Banu.
Just remember, goat, new car. Banu.
So Banu, he has a conversation with Banu about helping him with his emotion, his strategy, everything. He also asks Kenzie, can I get your help? And Kenzie literally is like, no. Like, get away from me. Like, I don't want to be near you. You're disgusting to me. And, he, of course, he is very emotional. Listen, you talked about emotional, but let me tell you something. There's a difference, right? And let's talk about this. There's a difference than, I just want to be home. I can't believe I'm going to be here. I'm upset. I hate the island. Then there's I need to be here. Like, this is my life. Like, I love how dramatic, Banu is. Like, he is very dramatic. You can't, and it's great for TV.
It's great for TV. That is the best. That is the number one point. Being out there with Banu would be so hard. And I see exactly their struggle out there. And I see why he's always on to use your show's word, the chopping block. I see why he's always on the chopping block. And I don't know how much I could handle Banu out there. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. But I mean, it's too much. It's like you gotta kind of grow a pair and get out there. I mean, this is a game, and you gotta play it. And you can't ask everyone for help every 5 minutes. So he was gnawing on me as a former player watching, and I know if you were out there, he would drive you nuts. But
I believe
for
it.
TV.
I know. I'm such a. I always like.
Why do you think they saved him last week? They wanted him for another week.
I know. He's just so chaotic. But I will say this: you probably get bored out there, so it's like he would be my entertainment.
100%. But the problem is he's blowing up secrets. He's telling people everything. I mean, that's hard to play with. I mean, the only thing you have out there is information, and if he's giving it to the other side before you go over there, and he's telling them. And he threw himself under the bus. Like, nobody even knew it, and he tells them, he says it. He's just not a good player. He was there because, sometimes they catch people that aren't good players for chaos.
I don't know if I feel like he could have been a good player if he made it to that merge. Hold on, wait here.
All right, I'll hear you out. But
here's the thing: if he made it to merge, right?
Yep.
And he already planted that seed about everybody else in his tribe.
Yes.
He probably could have been a great free agent, and then he could have just sat back and let all the other merges go after each other, and then just chill and made it to the end. Not gonna lie, just seeing how that could have played out.
Listen, Derek, I love that. That's a great theory, right? But I'm telling you right now. You see him; he can't keep his mouth shut. Like, he's not going to sit back. He's going to blow up his game again. So, because it did cross my mind, that same thought. Like, all right, well, if it gets to the merge, right, now he's going to be embraced by the other team because he's giving up all the secrets. But then eventually he'd start giving up their secrets. He'd blow up his game again. I don't think Banu was made to go far in that game, and he didn't. So it's great for TV, though. Great for TV. Some great scenes out of him, you know. He's got 1 million people loving him, apparently. So.
I know, yes, he's all over Twitter. And listen, I'm going to embrace him with love. And I don't embrace a lot of people. So I'm bringing Banu over to the Big D tribe. There's only certain people in the Big D tribe.
Listen, I'm sure he's a great guy. I really do.
And I cannot wait. And I hope, listen, the
how
thing
do you think
about
he
it
would
is
do in
that,
the Big Brother house? How would Banu fare at the Big Brother?
Oh my God, he would have been fantastic because Banu would have told me everything I needed to know. Right. But as soon as he told something to somebody else, then I would have had to throw him underneath the bus.
See?
But
yeah, same idea.
I know. But it's a little bit more control in the Big Brother house because you can't just like, I'm going on a walk. Like,
right.
We in the motherfucking house. Like, you got to be like, so yeah, let me tell you. Like, you can't even hardly talk. And when you talk normal, I be talking about like ABCs.
Yeah, so that's what's nice about Survivors. You can take a walk and get away from people and stuff. Although you don't want to be away from people too long. But you can. It's nice. And I have heard that from my other friends on Big Brother.
Bret, I was going through packs of cigarettes like crazy in that house.
Yeah.
They were driving me insane. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Luckily, I quit, but it was hard.
So they let you guys smoke there?
Yes, but you got to think about it. We only get the backyard like every once a week. So we were like trapped in the house. We were trapped in the house for like maybe 2.5 weeks in the beginning. And then like when they would be done the comps, I would purposely like bring my cigarettes outside with me just so I can have a cigarette after the comp because I don't know when I'm going to get this backyard again.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Because I would be going crazy and I'd be like, then I'd be like, they'd be like, all right, everyone go back inside. And I'd be like,
so you only get to go outside once a week?
Like sometimes once a week, yeah.
Oh my God, that's awful. Yeah,
it was horrible. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather deal with. I will say this: love the outdoors. I could not deal with the bugs. I could deal with the weather climates. I wouldn't be able to deal with the bugs. But the Big Brother house, I mean, it is like you're looking at walls. We're constantly looking at each other. We're just like, and think about it. We're also either losing weight or, we're not even getting enough sun. So it's like by the time we go outside and it's like the first people we meet, we're all getting sick instantly because it's like we haven't been around jumps. Oh my God. Do you know how much we drank?
Oh, no, that's unbelievable. They let you drink there, huh?
No. Like we did drink, but guess what it was? It would be like, let's say there's 16 of us. Here's 7 beers, 1 bottle of wine.
Oh my God.
So what's the purpose of drinking? I'm not going to get anything out of it.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll have to talk about that another day. But I want to cut to Siga on the Green Tribe.
Yes.
Jamila tells Mariah and Charlie that she thinks it could be Tim that planted her seed of the Beware Advantage. I thought that was a smart play. Then we cut back to our favorite tribe, Banu, okay?
Yes, Banu.
And he is talking about how he feels like he's puppet master, he feels like, like he's a puppet, they're all the masters. Kenzie decides to go and apologize for him because she wants him to know, I'm here for you, okay?
Right.
We also cut to this funny segment. I mean, I guess they were trying to give Mariah a moment. Because let me tell you something. This Sigga tribe, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to say this again for the fourth time this week of me talking about this show.
Okay.
The Sigga tribe is boring. I don't want them to make the merge. I wish that the Swifties went home. I cannot. I don't know what it is. I feel like we went from Taylor Swift being talked about at the Grammys, Taylor Swift being talked about at football. Now football season's over, but we magically found a way to bring somebody in here to still talk about Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
it's just too much.
They're probably trying to grab like fans to watch and stuff. I don't know what's going on there. First of all, when we would sing songs that were like, by artists,
we weren't allowed to.
No, they'd shut it right down. They'd say it's not going to play, so I don't know why you're singing it. So if we sang a song that nobody had ever heard of or wasn't an actual song, then they'd put it on. It was so I was like, this is very strange they're doing that. Now I did enjoy that where they were going back and forth and naming songs. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was kind of a cool.
I mean, you're bored, yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, you're right. I can deal without it, and it does seem to be kind of a boring tribe. Not a lot's going on. They're doing well, so they're not going to tribal. So we're not seeing the.
But
divisions.
they're not even funny. It took Jamila to have to do this little prank for something to kind of give us something. But it feels like they're adding an air. Like, to be honest, this episode could have been an hour. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the truth. So Mariah talks about how she can't jump. They're teaching her how to jump.
Oh, I've never seen anyone jump like that.
Never in my life. I thought
the poor
that's a
thing.
sin.
Yeah,
that's a sin.
She finally kind of got it, I guess, but she didn't really need to do it. It was kind of funny because
I feel bad.
She just had to fall into the water at the end of it,
Correct, but also I feel bad. I feel like did she not go to summer camp?
I don't know. Yeah, what
I don't
kind
understand.
of a childhood did she have?
Right, the time. What happened? I feel bad. So we get to the challenge. People that are sitting out are Jamila and Mariah on the Green Tribe. Tevin's also sitting out. They have to jump from the top of the tower into the water, then climb up the platform, then jump off the platform to get the balls underneath. There's about 4 bags. 4 players can play. And then once they get the 4 bags, then they can take their balls and throw them in the hoops. There's about 4 different hoops in the water that are kind of staggered out. Okay.
I like that challenge. I like that. I thought that was a cool
did
challenge.
you like it?
I did. It. Yeah, I like water challenges, so I kind of liked it. It was a little similar to one we did on my season at the end there when you're throwing the balls and everything. So I did enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I liked it. So
I don't know how you did it. Let me ask you something. Food wise. How did you do it? How did you survive? Was there ever a time where you were like, I need to go slaughter something?
Yeah, I mean, it's not your body kind of goes into survival mode. The bugs weren't bad. The bugs were really bad at Ikabula, the one tribe I was on, where it was like the middle when we all split into 3 tribes, and me and Sunday went over with Jay, Starrett, Hannah, Michaela, and Will. And
shout out to Michaela because I love Michaela. We love Michaela over here.
Yeah,
we love Michaela.
Who doesn't love Michaela?
Oh my God.
So she's a sweetheart. Anyway, I think I'm going to see her next month actually. But so
good.
Yes, we've stayed in touch. Michaela's the best. And but anyway, so that was where the bugs were the worst. Other than that, the other 2 tribes, and I see that the other 2 tribes I was on was the Gen X tribe, and which is one of the, I think it's the Banu beach, I believe. No,
because
it's the Banu beach. It's where Banu and them are.
Okay, got it.
So that faces the windy side, so you don't get a lot of bugs because they don't kind of hang in the wind.
Oh,
so
good.
That wasn't a really buggy beach. And the other one was Gen X Beach, where Millennials Beach, which we merged on. That also faced the wind, so we didn't get a lot of bugs there either. So
good.
The bugs weren't too bad. It's just you start the hunger and you try to catch fish to try and.
I don't know how you did it. And sidebar, in case you guys don't know, I want to let you guys know in a little secret. I have been watching Naked and Afraid. I
love that show. Yeah,
I just started it on HBO Max. I just started it season 1, and now I make Tiffany watch it with me. I FaceTime her in bed. We sit there and now I'm making her watch it with me because I'm so addicted, and it's hitting everything I'm scared of. Like I sit there like it's worse than a scary movie for me. I'm like I sit there scared, but I continue watching it, hoping that it's gonna help with my fears of bugs and nasty stuff. But it's just. No, it's making it worse.
So I loved watching it for a number of seasons, and then it's the same. It's kind of the same for me. But so I love the Naked and Afraid XL, the ones that are 40 days, 60 days. Those I can't get enough of, and I watch every season of those because it's something about the group dynamic that I like. I love the two people. I loved that for a while, and now it's to me, it's like I've seen this. The group dynamic of
does it get repetitive? I'm guessing.
Oh, it's awesome. It's.
But I mean, does it? Did you not continue it because you felt like it was repetitive? Because, like, for example, I just started season 2, and season 2 is the first episode where it's like now two couples are about to meet for the first time.
Okay, so that's
I haven't finished.
So that's the kind of stuff I like. Right. I want to see more. I don't. The 20. It's what is it? 20 days. It's like. There's some great episodes. Keep watching. For me, once they went to that XL, I can't get enough of the XL.
Oh, I cannot wait. Okay,
yeah, it's just so awesome. There's the personalities come out. They're starving. It's just fantastic.
Yes,
so
that's what I'm.
For me, I like now. I still will catch a couple of the new new
of course.
But I wait when I find out that new XL's coming out, I get all excited. So.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm excited for it. I'm just having myself a little binge because I need stuff to get to. I want to fast forward. Our favorite person, or my favorite person, the best player in Survivor. Okay. Banu. Okay?
Banu, yes, the best. Yes,
the best player in Survivor. He forgets to jump off the platform, which puts his teams in behind. Which I will say causes his team. To be honest, we're going to be honest. Ends up losing. Okay.
Yeah, because I think Q would have made that last shot.
Q would have made that last shot if he had a little bit more time. It's very upsetting. I actually screamed because I could not believe that they lost again. Like. I'm just so tired of it because I actually wanted all 4 of these players to make it another week. Like, I love all 4 of them.
It's not fun watching a tribe get decimated and everyone getting voted out. It's not fun to watch that. And unfortunately, we've seen it a lot lately. So yeah, it's kind of getting old.
A lot. Yeah. It's a lot. Hunter wins the challenge with his sidekicks of the Orange Tribe because this is Hunter's tribe. Yep. I am now calling it Hunter, not me no more. He wins the competition, and then we cut to, of course, the purple tribe, the island, Banu is like, I gotta go find an idol. Like, he's like, the tribe is coming after me, and Banu is going on a tangent. He is he's crying, he's praying. Yeah. He actually, I couldn't believe it. I'm not gonna lie, I almost turned it off because I am a religious person and I did not want to get dragged when he was talking about, why would you do this to me? I don't like you. And I was like, oh no, I gotta fast forward.
Yeah, that was a little bit of crazy talk. Yeah,
there was a lot of crazy talk. Yeah. But Kenzie does comfort him. There's also a point where I cannot believe it. But you know what? Why am I shocked? He got on his damn knees.
I don't know why you're shocked.
I don't know why I'm shocked, Bret. I don't know why I'm shocked.
I don't know either.
He got on his knees to Tiffany and said, help me, please.
So cringiest, voted the cringiest moment of season 46. And to me, like, you gotta understand, like, you got to play for yourself. You can't beg people to help you out there. This is Survivor. It's Survivor. My God. He says he's a super fan. He can't possibly be. He can't possibly be a super fan.
I think he is, and I think you know what? I think that, he talked about, his culture and how he is and how honesty is a big thing. And, I know people like him, and it is true. Honesty is a big thing in their culture. Lying is not a thing. No. And I think that's why when he watched the show, I think he wanted to show that he could play an honest game and make it to the end. But I think he forgot, like, baby, every angel has done something wrong if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's honorable, and I appreciate that, that's his culture and everything, but then you're on the wrong game. And you shouldn't be coming out to play Survivor. And yes, he wanted to play an honest game. I give him credit for that. And look where it got him. They cut him out on day 9.
I know. I'm so sad. Listen, I cried with him. I was screaming. I was like, Tiffany, please save him. I was tweeting away.
Banu needs to save himself. He's 15 years older than, you know what I mean? Like, he needs to save himself, and he didn't.
Because she said, I'm not even going to talk to you. Get your ass off that floor. I'm not even talking to you.
I don't blame her.
I'm not even going to do this with you because I'm going to tell you straight up.
I love that she said that.
I'm writing your name down, so it don't even matter. I'm just telling you now, I'm writing your name down. I'm so tired of your shit. I'm writing your name. Tiffany said, I'm not going to be... Tiffany's like, I'm done being Survivor, Tiffany. I'm at home, Tiffany. Get your ass off that ground. You just know you going home. I ain't got time for your shit. You act like a little kid. Like, I knew she wanted to say more.
I loved what she said. I loved everything she said, and I thought she was right. I was like, get up. We're on Survivor. It's on TV. You're groveling on the ground on Survivor for a game show. Like, get up.
Yeah, it could have been me. Cause
she was awesome. I loved that scene because she was real, and I loved it.
She really was real. I love Tiffany. I'm excited. I'm hoping she makes it to the merge. The hard part is that I hope they don't lose.
She's very good at this game.
Yes, and I hope they don't lose again because I really I wanted all 4 of them, but now I'm like the players I like and Tevin and Hunter and Venus are the only ones I have left that I'm like I need these 3 to make it. We get to tribal, Jeff is already like asking the question, and then Banu is like, I'm going home. I'm telling you now. Let me tell my story. The one thing I want to ask you, and I want to make sure, did you pick up on the same thing that I picked up? Let's see if our radars were on point.
Okay.
Is Banu gay?
Yeah, I picked up on that. He said his partner.
His partner.
I mean, he seemed a little. I mean, not that anyone seems gay, but you know what I'm saying. I kind of was like, I think this guy could be a friend of Dorothy, so to speak.
Okay.
But I wasn't sure, and you never know, No,
we never know. We never know. And of course, I don't want to. If he's not, I don't want to be calling him out. I just found it interesting because I think people have to understand.
Maybe he met his law partner or something. I don't know, but he did say partner, right?
Yes, but yes, he said partner. But I'm gonna tell you now. I need people to understand. Do not use partner. You say boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or husband because partner is our way of knowing. Oh, okay, got it.
Right, you're right. More and more people are using partner.
Yeah, I don't like that they're doing that because now I'm confused and I'm sitting there like, are you my sis? Are you the sup girl? Like I need to know what's going on. Yeah. So, but he tells his story. His story was beautiful. Jeff didn't even have them vote. They were all like, man, we voted him out. Even Q was like, I can't do nothing for him. What did you think? Did you think that he had a chance at all?
Banu?
Yes.
No, I didn't think he had a chance at all. No, I do.
He should have tried to flip that vote. I would have tried to. No,
he shouldn't have told them what he said at that. I'm telling you right now, Q was looking out for him. Q wanted him to go further with him, and it was kind of a smart move by Q, right? Get this guy under my wing. We kind of have a Boston Rob Phillip thing going on there.
Yep.
I kind of saw what he was saying, but I don't know if that would have worked long term. But I give Q a lot of credit for trying it, right? So had Banu not have told him, hey, I told them all this stuff. I mean, that really that sunk his battleship, so to speak, okay? Because once he told them that, they're like, oh, my God, this guy has literally just blown up our game. We don't want them to know anything. It was just so bad. And it's someone asked me, I was on a radio show last week, and they said, is this the worst player in Survivor? And I was like, there's been a lot of bad players, and we'll see.
Don't you dare on this podcast. You can say that over there. He is not the worst player on Survivor.
I don't know. He's definitely going to be up for the running. I'm telling you right now, because that was pretty bad gameplay, all of it. So.
Listen.
Nice guy, though, and great for TV. Great for TV.
Okay, because let me tell you something. When your ass sitting there drinking your whiskey next week, okay, and you go, I'm just so bored because we're looking at the Green Tribe.
I think we will say that.
Playing hocus pocus and hide and seek. Then you come and I want you to text me and tell me, did you have a good time tonight? Was it a fun episode? Were you on the edge of your seat? Because everybody's going to be bored.
Listen, I agree with you 100% that, and that's why. I mean, why do you think CBS saved him last week? Because they realized they have a boring season going on.
I love that you said. But guess what? Can I tell you something? Jeff said, and I want to know how you feel about this. Just to let everybody know, yes, Banu goes home. But Jeff says, he said in the beginning of this whole entire thing that this was, and I don't know how you feel about it, and you're a alum, he said that this is one of the best seasons of Survivor. Do you see it, or am I just... do you think he's saying that because it's entertaining?
I knew something was really bad about the season when he started doing podcasts, when he started really pushing stuff, when he was doing all kinds of stuff he never does, Jeff. I'm like, why is he trying to sell this so bad? Jeff says every season's the best. He comes out with all these kinds of stuff. And
does he really? Because this is the first time I only noticed him saying
he's doing a podcast now. He's doing what else was he doing? He did something else. But I was like,
probably a news
something.
Thingy.
But I was like, he never pushes this much, and I think it's just because maybe ratings are down, and they need to get a new audience. They need to try and hit a new audience. So whatever. I hope they do, because I love the show, and I hope they do. And whatever he's doing, I hope it's successful, because it's a great show. And but yeah, no, I don't think this is going to be the best season of Survivor.
Okay, now before I let you go, because I know I took up so much of your time, and I'm so sorry. But let me ask you this: are you training for season 50? Because I just want to make sure you're ready, because we're almost there, and I feel like 50 is going to be an all-star season. And if it's not an all-star season, then they have failed. There's no reason it should not be an all-star season.
I don't know if I would be in the running for a season 50. But
why not?
I don't know. I mean, I had that. I just think that there's been so many players. There's so many that to go through, and I don't know. But I will say that if the phone rang, I would answer. So
I would hope so. Please, I just need somebody out there in the same community that I am, representing for the big guys, representing for the Bears, to go out there and show them how it's done. Okay?
Well, I appreciate that, and I tell you, I would definitely love to go out there again. I have unfinished business, and I'll tell you right now, I could do 29 days standing on my head. So
okay. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so, of course, Bret, this was great. Thank you so much for recapping with me. Let me ask you something. What have you been up to? I know you did Amazing Race with, what was his name again? I'm so sorry.
Chris Hammonds, the attorney Chris Hammonds, scumbag attorney from Oklahoma. Ambulance chaser. He's probably chasing an ambulance right now as we speak.
I don't know how you did it. I could not do it. I would have been drooling over him the whole time.
And trust me, he's all right now. He's probably listening to this, and he's beaming from ear to ear. He loves to hear how handsome he is.
He is such. Oh my God, he is so like daddy type to a T. He is everything. I have a weakness for gingers. He's just But yes, how was your amazing race experience? Was also inspiring to watch too.
Cool!
You really did good. I was very proud of you. You did very well.
Thank you.
How did you feel about that? How did you how did that come about?
So they were doing a Survivor, Big Brother, Amazing Race versus each other, right? So it was like 3 teams of each, or 4. I think there was 4 of one, and but there was 3 Survivor teams. So they had called us for it. And I was at a bar when they called me, and they said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing this with Chris?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." And they flew us out, and they didn't tell us what the thing was. We didn't know it was going to be we didn't know what the gig was. They flew us out, and they said, CBS doesn't see how you and Chris would be good on Amazing Race, so you're going to go through all the process, but you guys are going to be alternates. So we're like, okay. Somebody wrote, so we don't hear from them. We know they're leaving the first weekend of June, so we know when they're leaving because they told us. It's like a week before that, and we're like, we're screwed. Chris was pissed off the whole time we're out there, but we're like, we're just gonna have fun. We have a free trip to LA, so we did everything that they asked us to do. We're cordial, we're friendly to everyone, and they just could not sell to the CBS execs that Chris Hammonds, the Oklahoma attorney, and Bret Labelle, the gay cop from Boston, would be good on the show together. And
I don't know, because it was great.
well, all the casting people and all the production people were like, no, you don't understand. Like, they were trying to tell the executives, you have to see these two together. They're a riot.
Yes.
And what happened was, one of the teams they picked, I'm not going to say who they are, but if you dive in, you'll find out. Someone wrote something stupid on. It was right after Roseanne Barr. No. Was it what? Someone famous did something on social media and got canceled.
Damn.
They went through a bunch of people's social medias before they let them go, and they found something they didn't like. They pulled them, and they said, send in Labelle and Hammonds. And we got a call, so we literally were like, we got about 3 or 4 days notice before leaving that we were going.
Oh, my God, I've been so stressed.
Yeah, well, it was crazy. And then, I wasn't really working out, so I was out of shape, and the hijinks ensued. But we had a great time. Chris and I got along great the whole time, which is you're in a hotel room the whole time together, so you can get on each other's nerves. But we really, really had a good time with it.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It was a great
really experience. I would love to do that one again too.
Yeah, I have auditioned 6 times. I've done it with old friend of mine, and I have auditioned 6 times, and I would love to do it. Amazing Race was actually my dream. Big Brother was not my dream.
So you applied for Big Brother and got? For Amazing Race and got on Big Brother?
I applied. No. I applied for Amazing Race a couple times. I did Big Brother just on a whim. I was like, well, they're not calling me for Amazing Race, which is frustrating because I still want to do it, but they just. Like they like to say, it has to be production's choice to decide who they want. And I'm like, okay, so favoritism bullshit again.
Well, I will say, this is a fun fact for you, since you love Michaela. Michaela tried out for Amazing Race. Her and her boyfriend tried out for Amazing Race, and they called her and they said, you'd be great on Survivor. And that's how. So she got cast from an Amazing Race video.
Yeah. So when I did the casting for Big Brother, my casting person did say, I see you submit some tapes for, in the past, but, the main focus is Big Brother. And then once I did my Big Brother thing, as I like to call it, I was a unicorn. So they were like, all the way to the end. But other than that, I'm happy to hear all your feedback. This is so great. I could pick your brain forever, so get ready, because I'm gonna be picking your brain when I see you again. Okay?
Yes, I'll see you in Provincetown, right?
Yes, it'll be my first time going to Bear Week. I'm so excited.
Have you been to Provincetown before?
No, I've never been.
Provincetown alone is fun, but Bear Week is great.
I'm really, really
my
excited.
Boyfriend's all excited for Bear Week. I'm not. That's not. I mean, it's a great week.
Oh, I'm doing a bunch of TikToks with him. Get ready.
Yeah.
I am
He's all
ready
about
to
the TikToks if it's still there. But I will say
if it's still there.
I think they're going to sell it to an American businessman.
But it don't matter because it's not going to have the same type of outlet. Like, people are going to feel like now it's like super filtered, like how it is on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. But no, I'm just excited just to get away. I haven't been there. It's just I've been waiting for years, my whole entire life to go, and I've been working hard because I'm like, baby, I'm going to make sure I look good by July. I need to make sure people are eating out the palm of my hands at this point. I need to find myself a sugar daddy at this point. Okay?
Yeah. So you will love pizza. It's beautiful right on the ocean. It's a beautiful place. The food's fantastic.
Okay, I'm excited.
A really good restaurant.
I'm excited. So you have to show me around. But listen, so where can everyone follow you? Are you doing anything next? Do you have a podcast yourself? Like, what's going on?
I do. We had it going. We have about so we just taped, I think, 43 or 44. But we in the drunk tank with Bret and Larry. It's Larry's also a gay cop from Boston. We talk about everything under the sun. We've had a couple of semi-famous people on. We do. It's literally just if you're driving home and you want to listen to nonsense and laugh, you want to listen to this. And I'm not kidding you. I'm not saying I'm funny. My buddy Larry is hysterical, and it's literally, we don't talk about politics or anything like that. We just talk about whatever comes up. We do a lot of entertainment. We talk with a lot of what do you call it? Reality TV people and stuff like that.
So call me. I would love to come
we would love to have you on. That'd be great.
Please,
yeah.
That would be great.
So we're just getting. Larry's been traveling a little bit. He retired.
Okay.
His boyfriend's in the Navy, so he's been kind of going wherever he goes. And so we just kind of got back into it. We just taped another episode, which I'm going to be airing soon. But we do have a bunch old ones that are just as fun. So if you're looking for something to mindless to listen to on the ride home from work, it's a great one for that.
Well, you let me know when any of your fancy dancy police officers, firemen that have 504Ks that are looking for someone that they want to cook and clean and take care of them and be a good house husband. I am available. I am single and I am ready and available at any time or anytime.
I will spread the word. I'll spread the word. And if anyone wants to follow me, I'm at Bret Labelle on Instagram and Twitter. 1T, folks. 1T. I don't really do Facebook anymore, but Instagram and Twitter, I'm all over. And or what is it called now? X. And then
we still call it Twitter.
I just call it Twitter. You're tweeting.
Yes.
It is what it is. Yeah. So and that's about it. And then I'm just hanging with my boyfriend Chris, and we travel and whatever.
He drives you crazy. I love it. Now, I'm going to make sure to put all your information, your podcast. Send me all that in a message so I can put it on here. But, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe. Once again, I forgot to say, you can listen to this on
Smash the
Spotify.
Like.
Smash the like. You can listen to this on Apple, Spotify. Of course, you want to see our pretty faces because I just got my teeth clean, so I'm smiling extra hard tonight.
There you go.
But you can check us out on YouTube. But, Bret, thank you so much for doing this. This is so great. I'm so glad we got a chance to do this. Now, can you imagine when we're like drunk? Oh, it's going to be unhinged.
I know, especially with the ocean breeze. And,
I'll be like this. I can show you the world. I'm be a little mermaid up in that bitch, okay? Because I know I'm gonna be the one of a kind. Because I know there's not a lot of black men up in Providence.
On a magic carpet ride, huh?
Yes, I'm gonna be Genie up in that bitch when I get to Providence. They're gonna be like, oh my God, there's a black bear. I'll be like, yes, me. I'm going to be one of a kind up in that bitch. But thank you so much. Guys, thank you for joining. Bye.
Bye.